So bear with me on this one, my loves, because I had to take quite a lot of notes because it's something I'm just sort of looking into now, is the Celtic path of things and the Celtic pantheon. Now, the Celts actually originate from Eastern Europe, but historically that is. But in the Scottish Isles or in Great Britain, there is a winter goddess called Beira, also the Queen of Winter, also known as a cailleach, and I've probably pronounced that very wrong. Now, the cailleach was considered responsible for controlling weather and therefore the storms, and also creating mountains. And so she made the mountains. She carries a hammer to shape the land, which I thought was quite interesting, that hammers appear a lot throughout different mythologies. She was one of the crone goddesses and a giantess with white hair, dark blue skin and rust-coloured teeth, which is interesting because we also have the Jotuns, or the ice giants, that have blue skin, etc. So you've got to wonder, did it sort of come from there? Other things attributed to her is throughout winter she herds the deer, and her staff freezes the ground. She is celebrated from the 1st of November to the 1st of February, so she's the winter goddess. What was the other thing I'd written down? Bear with me. Yes, apparently from the 1st of November, or midway through, from probably around Yule time, she grows younger through the winter, and then is reborn in the spring as breed. And of course we celebrate breed on, or Imbolc, on the 1st of February, the start of spring. So I thought that was interesting. It's also considered to perhaps have two phases, one of a maiden and one of the crone, just like the goddess Hela, the goddess of the underworld. So the cailleach, also they consider that she perhaps turns to stone in spring. That's another legend surrounding her. On the 1st of and on the 1st of February, excuse me, my notes here. On the 1st of February, she gathers firewood. So if the weather is sunny on the 1st of February, she has made the weather sunny so she can gather more firewood, which means it's going to be a longer winter. It's quite an interesting superstition, this one. But if the weather on the 1st of February is quite yucky, it means that she's sleeping, which means she doesn't need to gather firewood, which means it's going to be a shorter winter and it's not going to extend into spring. So I thought that's a really interesting superstition there, you know. So I'm going to keep a lookout on the 1st of February, see if it's a nice day or a crappy day, because perhaps that will be able to help you predict when spring will break to its fullest. So let me carry on here. Yes, so another very interesting thing before I read this lovely poem that I found about her, is toward the end of the harvest, of course we create corn dollies. And that would be at Lammas with the wheat harvest, you know. And you create your corn dolly, and if the farmer next door hasn't finished, you throw it into his field. And then he creates his corn dolly, and if the farmer next door to him hasn't finished, he casts the corn dollies into his field, and so on and so forth. And the last person to bring in their harvest has all the corn dollies and is therefore responsible for feeding the winter hag, feeding and homing the winter hag. So I thought that was really interesting little tradition there, because it links to the Yule goat, and I will get onto that on my next video. But before we get onto that, I just want to read out this little poem that I found. I didn't write down who'd written it, but it doesn't matter. It's not mine. Somebody else wrote it. Anyway, I am the hag of Bear, and ever new smock I wear. Today, such is my mean estate, I wear not even a cast-off smock. The maiden rejoice when May Day comes to them. For me, sorrow is meeter. I am wretched. I am an old hag. Amen, woe is me. Every acorn has to drop after feasting by shining candles to be in the gloom of a prayer. I had my day with kings, drinking mead and wine. Today I drink whey water among shriveled old hags. So a very cool little poem there for the cailleach, or the bear, or bear, and I know I've pronounced that wrong. Beira or Bear, the Queen of Winter, the Celtic tradition. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you know of any, please do let me know, because I'm always interested in learning a little bit more. Speak to you on the next one, my loves.